What up? What up? What up? Come on in. Come on in. All right. Finishing up a next. All right. Come on in. I told y'all I was going to have a good one for y'all today. Mm-hmm. Bar neck bones, y'all. Mm-hmm. If you know anything about South Louisiana or anywhere else, seasoned ball meat, such as ball neck bone. Oh, my goodness. All right. Y'all hear me? Everybody hear me okay? Mm-hmm. All right. I want to get going. I only really have about 30 minutes today. All right. All right, bud. Wherever you want to set up. You want to do the porch? Wherever you want to set up. Since we kind of did things on this end this time. So I don't know if you want to put it on the ground. If you want to get on the porch, that's fine. Okay. All right, guys. So, all right. Thank you, Jamal. Loud and clear. Hello, everyone. Country CEO in the house, man. Saturday morning. Good morning, Gordon, Jamal, D. Landry, B. Brown from Houston. All right. What's up, Kevin Lamar? All right, man. Look, as you saw in my video, little short video this morning, just kind of letting you guys know I was doing driver appreciation day to day. We started this last year since I, scaled back up in this business. And man, look, I just believe if you're going to have if you got an effective team, then definitely you want to appreciate them. That might just be gray hair on my chin. And so this is what we're doing today. So if you hear the little music in the background, that's what you're hearing. What's up, DC Elite? Shout out channel member DNC Elite. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in on this morning. All right, let's get the likes up. We got 21 people. We got 2 likes. Let's see, can we get the likes to about 10 likes? Help out that YouTube algorithm on this morning. And I want to begin again, probably about 30 minutes this morning, but this is some good stuff. Good morning, Ken. Good stuff, y'all. I was thinking about this week, and then I thought about it even more last night. Like, man, this is rich. So I started a couple of weeks ago talking about 20 reasons you need to start a dump truck business now. And I've given you 10 reasons. So today I'm coming with 5 more reasons. But I've called this video today 5 reasons you can't afford to miss the opportunity, right? To start a dump truck business. Why? 5 opportunities I want to give you this morning of why you can't afford to miss this opportunity that stands before you. Let me say first and foremost at the outset, man, look, I don't know, and y'all put it in the chat, man. Business is just booming. Baton Rouge has so much work. Oh my God. And Baton Rouge is not considered a big city by a long shot, right? Baton Rouge is a mid-level city, only has 350, 400,000 maybe. And we only got that big when Katrina happened back in 2005. And a lot of the New Orleans folks end up coming toward Baton Rouge. And so we normally was 200,000. It kind of doubled and went to like 400,000, right? So we're not by any means what you call a big city like New Orleans. New Orleans is actually bigger than us, or Dallas or Houston, anything, not even close. But man, look, when I tell you the business is booming, and that's a point right there that your city does not have to be this huge city. It's not the vastness of the city. Don't get that twisted. It's the nature and condition of the infrastructure in that city, right? You can be a city of 100,000, but if the infrastructure is crumbling and they got to get it done, then guess what? You're gonna see the benefit of that, man. What's up, Black Lion? Omar, what's good, man? Look, so Baton Rouge is just booming, man. Every time I look around, it's looking at this bid letting and the jobs that are coming up, not just in the bid lettings, but seeing, I don't know, on you guys' website, have you ever visited the DOT website? It kind of, I don't know if you guys' city does it, but here in Louisiana, the state does it. It tells you jobs to be let, right? I'm finna put together an amazing offer for you guys in the upcoming months about this work start. Uh, but it tells you the jobs to come up. I'm just seeing the vastness of the work, man, just in my area, right? So I just wanted to share that with you. You don't have to be a big city, even though you can go to the big cities to find work, but you got a city that's infrastructure is crumbling. That's the number one thing you want to be looking for, right? All right, so let's get into it. Uh, Number one reason why you can't afford to miss this opportunity to start your dump truck business, or if you're in it, to expand. Number one, the freedom to soar. The freedom to soar, right? Somebody put that in the chat. The freedom, number one reason is the freedom to soar. What do I mean by that? Obviously, freedom means not to be confined, not to be chained, not to have something that's holding you back or down. But freedom means to be able to express or to move about in a way that suits you, right? And so the dump truck business will afford you the ability to soar. And so the ability soar means to what? Fly high. I think about an eagle, right? An eagle, kind of just let the wind get beneath its wings and it just kind of soars, right? And it goes to higher heights. So dump truck allows you the freedom to soar. How is that? First of all, it allows your mind the ability to be free, right? In the sense that you are an entrepreneur, you're doing this for yourself. You can think freely when you're doing this thing for yourself, and you're not confined to the 9 to 5. You're not confined to have to answer to other people's will, and that's a thing for you, right? You're the kind of person that needs to be free, right? And so dump truck bin will allow you the ability to soar in your mind, a free mind that can think of other things that you want to do and get into and to cultivate, right? So that's what it has done for me, and I want to share. That's what it'll do for you. I sometimes I have to rein myself in, like old fishing reel, right? Because sometimes I find myself such a free thinker and about what's next, what I could do next, but I wouldn't be able to do that if the dump truck business after 24 years, and it don't take 24 years for you now, but I'm just saying after this time, it's afforded me to be able to think freely with my mind. But also it allows me to be able to invest in me, be free to invest in me. What do I mean by that? Guys, it's so much that you haven't been exposed to, that I haven't been exposed to. It's a whole big old world out there. I'm still learning new things, and there's opportunities to invest in me with more learning, business wise, and businesses and stuff that I may want to look at and invest in and learn how to do different things, right? Well, the dump truck business can afford you the freedom to be able to invest in you, right? With education, with classes, with courses, with other things that can sharpen your skill set, and add to your toolbox. Don't miss that. Somebody need to post that. Dump truck business will give you the freedom to invest in you through educational means, to add to your skill set and to add to your toolbox, right? You don't ever be content with what you know and what you can do. Always look to sharpen your skills. So dump truck business allows you to invest in you. That's what it allows you the freedom to do. You then it, of course, everybody loves this one. The freedom of your time. Oh my goodness. To do whatever. If you're a golfer, golf. If you're like taking a trip more than one time a year, the American dream is right. Oh, take a vacation once a year, blah, blah, blah. Well, who says you got to be able to have the free, you only have the time to take a vacation once a year? Why I got to be once a year? Why can't it be 2 times a year? Why can't it be 3 times a year? Why can't it be whenever you just get tired, mentally burn out, you can say, oh, you know what? I'm finna fly up out of here. I'm finna drive over here and take me 3 or 4 days to refresh myself. Well, who made it be that it's got to be just once a year, right? So dump truck business can afford you the opportunity to be able to spend your time how you want to. There you go, Anthony Quarterly, right? And so just in case somebody has the question, well, country, well, if I got the truck and I ain't got but one truck, but I'm out of town, do I sit my truck while I'm taking these trips? No, you get you a driver you can trust, and then you be making money while you're out of town or while you getting a break. That's how you do that. All right. All right, so the dump truck business, you can't afford to miss this opportunity because it allows you the freedom to soar, y'all, in your mind, which allows you to invest in you, which then allows you to be able to have time to do whatever you want to do. That's number one. All right, number two, you can't afford to miss this opportunity because the finances are satisfying. Right, right. The finances are satisfying. Somebody put that in the chat, right? Number two, reason you can't afford to miss this dump truck opportunity because the finances are satisfying. Everybody always asks me about the money, right? All right, look, 38 people on, 13 likes. Just get the likes up to 20. Some of you are coming on. Good morning, Brian Rodruck. Good morning, Henry. I'm coming back to you. Someone put the finances are satisfying in the chat, and then let's get the likes up to 20 for the CEO right quick. All right, here we go. The finances are satisfying. What you discover is that you will be blessed. Man, look, I don't care what nobody says, the finances are satisfying. You will be blessed. Trucks, the asset, one and the same because the truck is an asset. Once it gets to rolling, and I'm just going to speak in terms of somebody driving their own truck, you will discover that you are blessed, that you're got, and what I mean by that is you got revenue coming in enough to take care of the truck, pay your bills, pay the note, all that good stuff, and you're going to be looking at this money profit margin that you have sitting there, and you'll be like, okay, I can live with this. And what does that give you? A satisfying feeling. That's why I say finances are satisfying, right? Are you going to get filthy rich at the beginning? No, that ain't what I'm telling you. But what I am going to tell you, the finances are satisfying, right? Well, obviously, all of us would love to make more, but I'm satisfied, but not satisfied the way I don't desire more or would love to see more. We always want to see that, but it's satisfying enough to where I can take care of my family, freedom to do things that I want to do, right? So you will be blessed, right? And then secondly, finance will be satisfied because guess what this business has taught me and what it's going to teach you the hard way? If you don't know how to do it already, budgeting. This business has taught me as a young buck back 24 years ago at 26, 27 years old how to budget. Because if you won't budget, you won't make it, right? And budgeting is a good thing. It taught me how to make sure, okay, write it down. These are all of my expenses with the business. This is what I'm going to pay myself, and being disciplined to keep it right there, and then allow that money for maintenance to stack up, allow that money for the business to grow in the account, right? So it forced me to budget if I was going to make it, right? Let me say to you guys how important this is. Don't underestimate this. I know guys who went out of business because they couldn't budget. They didn't want to budget, right? I know guys 6 months in went got a 500 SEL Mercedes. Guys that 6 months in went got a that 460 Lexus, right? Back then, even those cars were 60 and 70, $80,000, and then they're not paying for it with the money that they're paying themselves. They're paying for it with the business income, which then, therefore, if your business is not making that kind of money yet, you then put your business in a chokehold to where it's trying to pay for a car that you could have waited on and also pay business expenses, right? So this business forced me, guys, to budget. The finances are satisfying. You're going to learn how to budget and you're going to be blessed, right? All right. Everybody getting this? If you're getting this, wave me a hand in the chat if you're getting this. This is good stuff so far. Wave me a hand in the chat. All right. Number three. We're talking about the 5 reasons you can't afford to miss this dump truck opportunity to get started, right? So finances are satisfying. It gives you the freedom to soar. But then number 3, your faith is going to be stupendous after this. If you endure this business, your faith is going to be stupendous. Why? Because this dump truck business, one thing it's going to do, it's going to build your faith, right? If you were at one level, you sure enough going to learn how to trust in that higher power called God afterwards, right? So the first thing is your faith is going to be strengthened. Why is that? Because number one, I don't care how much research you do. I don't care how much money you got the right capital. I don't care how much you listen to the country CEO. I don't care how much you dump truckers you talk to in your area. I don't care how many contractors you've talked to about they're going to work you. Still, it takes a leap of faith to make that final decision. Am I telling the truth? Am I telling the truth? Give me a thumbs up. It's still going to take faith to make that final decision. You're going to still have that, okay, here we go moment that I say, okay, I'm taking the leap. This is it. I'm in here. Whatever happens, happens, right? All of us have that moment, right? Okay, that's it. I'm finna do it. Point of no return. And so, because you did that, after you do that, you're going to embark upon a journey, y'all. When you say, okay, God is in your hands. I need your help. Do what you do. I'm going to do what I can do. You do what you do. right? And then it strengthens your faith to see the things unfolding, man, before your eyes when he starts to work it out for you and open doors for you and put you in the path of the right people and put the right people in your path. And your phone starts ringing from people that you heard from 2 months ago, and somebody thought about you and gave you a phone call. You're going to see the inner workings of God on that thing. And then your faith is going to be strengthened as a result of that. You're going to be like, okay. And then so in the future, when bad things happen, you're going to say, okay, you know what? I ain't tripping. I'm just going to trust him. All right. All right. Well, not only will it strengthen your faith, that thing go stretch your faith, right? I never shall forget, man. I told this story. I never forget. I think I got started and I hit a few things off the rock yard, and then the rock yard kind of dried up. So I ain't do nothing for a couple of days. And man, I was tripping. And I remember laying in my bed, looking up at the ceiling, y'all, and saying to myself, Lord, have I messed up? Looking at the ceiling, like, man, have I messed up? Phone hadn't rung in 2 days. Made calls, ain't nobody has anything. And Doc, I kid you, evening, the phone rung. A guy needed a truck to haul dirt on site for 3 days. And I went and worked. But it stretched my faith because I reached a point. It was doubt. I'm not going to kid you. It was doubt for a moment. I was like, okay, have I messed up? So I'm here to tell you that you may have that same moment. And it'll stretch you because then it was at that moment I had to wait. I had to wait and see what was going to happen. And then when God came through, I was like, okay. But it stretched me. And the only way to grow is to stretch. Now, I just said something right there. The only way to grow is to be stretched. And so when he stretches you, it forces you to be in a posture of have to wait. And guess what? None of us like to wait. All right, we got 52 people on. Look, let's get the likes, man. We can get the likes up to 26 likes. Those of you that are coming in, hit the likes at 20, get us up to 26 likes at this time. What's up? Good. Oh, AD done made it in here. Hit the like. Let's get up to 26 likes with 52 people on. Right? So it stretched my faith. Man, let me tell you, I became a stronger believer, a stronger uh, 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 person that believed that it's going to work out. If I get out here and do what I know I can do, then it's going to work out for me, man. It stretched my faith. I went from one level of faith to the next. I'm going to tell you, you got to have some faith out here, man. Look, let me tell you, over the years, I'm going to tell you how it stretched my faith. I was a person, any little sign of rain in the forecast, I was tripping. I'm like, oh God, it's supposed to rain. And then it rains. And then I'm laying up on the couch at the house for a couple of days and it's raining. I'm tripping. Oh man, what am I gonna do? But see, after a while, of having been through that and seen him still work it out, and it stretched me, and I grew from those points, I just began to be to a point to where I was able to go a little further. All right. You going, Lee? All right. Thank you, brother. I'll see you later. All right. Come on back. I got something for you. And so it's one of my guys. And so after a while, the fretting, Ken Etheridge, the fretting from the forecast of the rain moved a little forward in faith and only fretted because of it actually rained. Then after a while, Anthony Jones, the fretting from the actual raining went from, okay, it rained one day to, okay, one day I ain't tripping, I'm going to do maintenance, to, okay, it would rain 2 or 3 days in a row, and then I was fretting. Then it stretched me a little more. Oh, my God, I feel it. Then it went from, if it rained 3 days, I fretted no more about that, to we had a whole week of rain one time, right? And then it went from fretting after the 5 days rain and I ain't do nothing, and I drew a zero. I'm going to tell you something about drawing a zero. That's when you ain't got nothing to draw the next week, right? Because you ain't do nothing the previous week. I'm going to tell you how many times I've had a zero in this business. It's going to blow your mind. And then it went from I ain't do nothing last week and I was fretting to, okay, I ain't worrying about it because we blowed and gold the next week, right? And so my freight was stretched, y'all, from the little bit, and he was doing it the whole time. Because why? He wanted me to depend on him. He didn't want me to think it was me. So he allowed some things to happen. So this business is going to be built on me doing it for you and not you. Oh, I just said something right there. All right, so watch this. Guys, this is the God's honest truth. In 24 years, I may have had a zero where I didn't have any drain to draw. I'm going to say 5 times. I at least made 1 day, 2 day, 3 days. I've never had a zero week except for maybe 5 times in 24 years. Even in the worst year we had in 2016, I think it rained like 3 times. It rained 2 to 3 days a week for like 6 months in a row. Even then, I worked 3 days a week. I wasn't tripping. I had one truck. I got on one truck at that time, and my truck note, I got it through the credit union. My note wasn't but $1,200 a month. So 3 days could pay my truck note. I wasn't tripping. And I had the rest of the month to pay for my bills at home. All right. So it will stretch you guys. It will stretch you. All right. And then watch this. After all that is over, your faith gonna be solid, man. That way, ain't nobody can tell you anything about what's gonna happen. You got positivity. You guys do know that uh, a lot of people don't do well because of their mindset, negativity. If you feel like you ain't gonna make it, you won't. If you think things are not gonna go well, they don't. So being stretched helped develop my mindset that it really ain't nothing I haven't seen out here. So I just feel like I'm gonna overcome. It don't matter what it is. And that's the kind of mindset you gotta have, right? You're missing out on an opportunity to have your own faith built. All right. Number 4. I hope that's good stuff right there, y'all. Your family is strengthened behind this business. Your family is strengthened. Thank you, AD. Your family will be strengthened. CEO, how was your family strengthened by this dump truck opportunity? Well, I'm glad. Relational investment. I was able to invest relationally into my children, right? Because the business afforded me the opportunity to be able to do some things with them that I otherwise may have not been able to do. That's what I'm saying to you. All right. Basically, time, right? Relational investment in my children. Even now with my grandchildren, being able to spend time for them, being able to do things for them and with them, right? That dump truck business affords me, y'all, this opportunity to do that, right? Transparent moment. I'm basically paying for my youngest daughter to go to college right now. Southern University, home of them Jaguars in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I don't mind telling you guys this, dude, guys, that doggone tuition is $8,000 a semester. You hear me? All right, $8,000 a semester. Is that well? I'm online right now. Give me about 10 more minutes. All right. All right. Um, I got an insurance guy coming to talk to the guys about life insurance, right? Somebody put that in the chat because that's a whole nother video I got. Because we're small companies, typically we don't have the kind of magnitude of operation yet to offer insurance. And so I got a guy local, well, not local, but Baton Rouge, but he's from this area. Came by a couple months ago, talked to me about insurance, things of that nature. I'm good, but I want to make sure my guys are good. So I got a representative to come by. We're doing the appreciation today. Talk to the guys. If they, decide to go with you, that's fine. I mean, but that's me just thinking outside the box. Because how many times do we leave our family? Folks leave their families in bad situations because they ain't got no life insurance. But anyway, that's another conversation. So, guys, this business has afforded me the opportunity to put my kid through college because of income. She wasn't able to get student. Well, she could get student loan, but I didn't want her to have the student loan debt, right? I mean, it's $50,000-$60,000, right? So, and she couldn't get the grants because we made too much money, right? I'm literally paying guys from this business. The relational investment, not just the time, but the monetary investment in my kid to go to college to be a registered nurse. She's in her fourth semester. She's after this semester she'll be a second year junior. She got 2 more years, but the guys, I'm paying for that out of my doggone pocket. $8,000 a semester. So you figure $16,000 a year. I'm paying for this kid to go to college. 4 is over. I will pay. You just multiply 16 times 4 years. $64,000. So this business is afforded to strengthen my family, that my kid gets off to a good start in life, get this degree in nursing, and she's gonna be able to take care of herself. Father of daughters, it's important for us for them to be able to take care of themselves, because you know how these girls is. They don't ever get out your pocket. So yeah. All right. Not only the relational investment, but also being able to think forward, right? The investment, my family is strengthened because now I can chart a good direction from my family, for my family because of this business, right? Got, in other words, you got options. This thing affords you, okay, what direction you want to take your family. Your family is strengthened by way of education, by way of other businesses that you can have your kid working with you in, or your brother or your sister. I mean, look at what it does. It brings your family together in unity, and they could be part of the family business, right? All right. And so that's the kind of way that this thing helps to strengthen your family. All right. And then watch this: educational investment for yourself. Your family is strengthened when you, as the breadwinner, when you're strengthened, right? The more you learn. I'm taking a course. Watch this. You're never too old to learn. I'm forever learning. I'm taking a course through the community college on consulting, right? Because I want to be better in being able to make you guys offers to help you guys get started, right? So I'm taking a consulting course because I want to develop my skill set and be able to help other people with what I'm doing. I kind of just a guy that got on YouTube 3 years ago and decided to say, okay, I want to start telling people about dump truck business. But I want to refine my skills to be able to communicate better, to lay it out for you better, all of that, right? So I'm just showing you the business affords you opportunity to strengthen your family, and that's through investment for yourself, investment in your children, and the relational investment. All right. Finally, the final reason, and if you just tuned in, let me recap them for you. The first one was the freedom to soar. The second was the finances are satisfying. The third one was your faith will be stupendous. The fourth one was your family will be strengthened. Finally, your future will be sensational. All right, let's get the likes up to 35. Let's get good morning, Cornelius. Let's get the likes up to 35 likes. Let's catch you up. All right. Y'all hear the music right there. The DJ, he set up right there on the port. How many of y'all hear that music? All right, so I got about 3 or 4 minutes. Okay, last point. Your future. You can't afford to miss out on this great opportunity because your future will be sensational. Here it is. You create generational wealth, guys. I know that's a term that's widely used now, and some of you guys may think it's so far away from you and untouchable, but I'm telling you, you can create this business will afford you the opportunity to create generational wealth, guys. What's up, Will 45, channel member? Look, guys, this business has afforded me to invest in real estate. I got investments in real estate. This business has afforded me the opportunity to invest money in the stock market. I'm in the stock market. So if I wouldn't be able to do that, if I didn't have the monies to be able to say, okay, let's put money over here into assets that make money, real estate. Let's put money over here that creates assets that make money, stock market. And I'm constantly looking for other things that I can invest in, assets to continue to make money because I'm trying to have this thing impact my children's children. Did you get that? That's generational wealth. To not only, it's easy for your kid to benefit somewhat from what you do, but y'all, my objective, I'm trying to have my children's children, my grandchildren, and my great grandchildren benefit from a guy who decided to do it differently than most of his family decided to do, and to create generational wealth. This business affords you, take care of your money. This business affords you that opportunity. Not only you can do transformational work. This business, your future will be sensational. Watch what I'm doing here. Generational wealth for your family, but then transformational work in your community. Because get this, guys, it ain't about just you. I know you think a whole lot about you. I do too. But guys, it ain't about us. Our number one goal is to do what? Please God, and then help other people. Right? So this thing has enabled me to do transformational work in my community. How is that, country CEO? We give away bikes for Christmas in our community. We're getting ready to get together to do that. Me and some other entrepreneurs in the community. I'm getting ready to start another nonprofit to teach young boys and girls in my community financial literacy, because the schools are not teaching them financial literacy. The homes are not teaching them financial literacy. You can make $100,000 a year, but if you hadn't learned financial literacy, you'll spend $100,000 a year, right? So transformational work. This business has afforded me the opportunity to give back to my community. I donated 2 iPads to my local high school for the coaches to have on the sideline. I'm not bragging, but I'm telling you the transformational work this business has allowed me to do. Right? All right. All right. Finally, before I give you the last 10, The future will be success. Your future will be sensational. And watch this. Let me say this. And when you sow into your community, you reap the benefit of that. You reap what you sow. You reap the what you planted into community. You sow into young people's lives. Man, you ain't gonna tell me God ain't gonna bless your business so you can keep on doing that. Charles Jones, do you hear me? Transformational work in your community, whatever your thing is, whatever you problem you see in your community, this will allow you to be able to say, you know what, I can't do everything, but let me let me attack that right there. Let me teach these kids for financial literacy. And my other passion is to see other young people become entrepreneurs in whatever it is they want to do, not just dump trucking. That's my passion, to give back to my community. And I'm telling you, y'all, and when you're doing that kind of thing, the future gonna be successional. Because once God figures out, watch this, here's a nugget. Once God figures out that he can flow through you, he gives you more so that it can flow through you. And as it flows through you, he'll give you the opportunity to keep a little bit of it yourself. Oh, boy. Oh, my God. Last thing. The future will be successful because you create generational wealth, transformation. You'll be able to do transformational work, and then educational exposure. What do you mean? Y'all knows how to say education 3 times, because I believe that is the key. We got to be able to continue to educate ourselves. Stay up, stay learning, y'all. Stay reading. I think I showed on the chat that what I'm reading right now is a book by John Maxwell called How Successful People Think, right? I'm trying to sharpen my thinking skills on another level. How successful people think. Stay reading, stay learning, right? All right. That's all I got for y'all. All right. I'm going to try to take care of Henri, and I'm going to have to get off. He has a question. What's up, country CEO? Currently working a job, $120 by the load, 25 to 30 minutes to dump site, 19 miles, average 6-7 day. Thoughts on the rate? Let me see how much money you make. 120 times, I'm going to just say 7. That's 840. All right, let's see how much fuel. How much fuel you burning, Henri? Let me see. 19 miles. 19 mile minute to dump. 25 minutes dumps at 19 mile one way. All right, so 38 miles times 7 loads. That means you're driving 266 miles. Divided by 5 miles a gallon is 53 gallons times, I'm gonna just say 350 a gallon. So you spending 186 in fuel, Henri. So 186. I know y'all working hard. Where he do them numbers? $186 in fuel minus 840. You're clearing 654 a day, Henri, times 5. That's $3,200 a week, Henri, that you're making off that job. 180 in fuel, y'all. I told you. All right, so you're making about so you're doing about $3,200 a week. Now, what you're going to have to determine, what's your profit margin, what's your expenses during the week, right? Divide the note up by 4 and see. Divide the note up by 4 to see what the note is a week. Divide the insurance up by 4 to see what the insurance is a week, and subtract them from. You got to do the 180 a day. Hold on, I can tell you what that is. The 180 a day times 5 is 900. So your fuel a week is 900. So divide the note up and the insurance up by 4 and add those numbers to the 900. And that'll tell you what your profit margin is. So for instance, if the note is 2,000, so your 500 a week for the note, and just say your insurance is 1,200. So that's 300. So that's another 1,800. That's another 800 plus the 900 for the fuel. That's 1,700. 17 from the 32 will leave you 1,500 profit in a week. All right, and you haven't paid yourself. All right, so let's just say the 15 a week times 4 is $6,000 a month. Right, that's your profit before you pay yourself. All right, and then so subtract what you're paying yourself, and then that's going to tell you what your profit is that's going in the business. All right, let's just work numbers. If it's 6,000 is the profit before you pay yourself, you're driving your own truck. Let's just say you pay yourself $1,000 a week. That's 4,000. So you're left with 2,000 in profit. You put up 1,000 for the truck for maintenance, and the account has 1,000 in it. And I'm just throwing numbers out there, right? So it all depends on your bills and whether or not that's enough for you will determine whether or not that's good money or not. Everybody's situation is the same. It's different, right? And so typically you want that profit margin at least be 15 to 20%, right? So uh, it all about the level of living that you're accustomed to, that you like, that you want, right? For me, I definitely would want to make more than the 3270 a week, right? I think it needs to be at least 4,000 a week. Me, if you ask me, that's me. I think it needs to be at a minimum. I'm not saying as a maximum, as a minimum $4,000 a week. All right, so it's okay, but it's not the best rate, but it's okay until something better comes. Let me say that, Henri. It's okay until something better comes. It's on the lower end. It should be more money. Burning 180 in fuel, making 840. Nah, you need to be clearing 8, if anything, right? All right, so I hope I helped you with that, brother. And like I say, that's just on the minimum end. You can get by with that until something better comes and see a little money, but it's definitely not on the better end of the profit margin. I hope that helps, brother. All right, Black August, I got you, and then I'm gonna get off. I'm just now getting started in the dump truck business. I ran into some electrical issue with my vehicle. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Keep fighting the good fight. Try to get that done and get back to rolling. Yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure, Kevin. Great point, Kevin. They already know. Here's I'm gonna leave y'all with this nugget about what Kevin just said. They already know. The question then becomes, I give you the best rates all the time. We still get people give us crappy rates, but my mind is turning when they say it. I'm doing the numbers. Say I've been in it so long, I can do the numbers in my head right quick, and I'm knowing what I need to come out with. I tell them, well, nah, I know already it's not a good rate. Now I just tell them, no, I'm not gonna be able to do it for that. That's not a good rate. Right. All right, guys, man, look, it's been fun. Look, 46 people. Get the likes up to 46 right quick before we sign off. Hit the likes up to 46 before we sign off. I'm going to put my website in the chat. Y'all set up a consult. You want to get a consultation to see, oh, look, 64 people on. Look, let's get the likes up to 45 right quick before I sign off. Um, um, if you want consultation, we're doing consultations about getting started in the business. Go check the website out. There it is again. And let's see, can we help you guys get started? But I just gave you the third set of 5 reasons why it's a good time. You need to start a dump truck business, right? And so next week, it'll be planned to give you the last 5 of those 20 reasons. All right. And if you missed the previous lives, go look at on the channel, check out the lives, and you'll see those other previous reasons. All right. Allo says he's working on security city work for dumps. Do you offer mentorship solely on bidding and brokering? Allo, you can set up the consultation, and we can help you with that. You just need to go to the website, set up the consultation. We got it in 30 minutes, hour, 2 hours. I would probably suggest, if you want to get into this bidding and brokering thing, you probably want to get the 2-hour consultation. All right, guys. We got 39. Give me 45 likes. Let's get 45 likes right quick. 6 people. Hit the like right quick before I sign off. Hit the like right quick before I sign off. Those of you who want consults, hit the website up and see what kind of, if you need some coaching on some things. All right. And then always, if you want just to buy the book and you're the kind of learner that can just kind of look at the book and get it, hey, the books are on the website as well. All right. All right, guys, I'm signing off. We drew a driver's appreciation. Oh, I forgot one more thing, guys. I put a poll in the chat. I'm getting ready to roll out some new stuff for the new year. I got a poll in the chat. Please go to the community tab and answer the question in that poll. Please go to the community tab and answer the question in that poll. That's helping me to formulate some stuff that's going to really help you guys in 2025. We changing the game in 2025 on people starting, scaling dump truck businesses, right? Thank you, guys. Love you. Y'all be good. Got your CEO. I'm out of here. I'm gone.